Welcome to my ride or die tag video. Before I begin, let me just start off by saying welcome to my channel if you are new here, if you're just following along with the ride or die tag, and welcome back if you're a subscriber. I would love to have you subscribe and stick around, check out some of my other videos. I'm pretty new to YouTube, but I'm doing one video a week on all sorts of different topics, not just beauty and makeup. And you'll just have to excuse my messy hair. I haven't been feeling all that great, so we're just gonna power through this. I wasn't personally tagged to do this video, but I thought I would do it anyways because it was a lot of fun and I haven't done a tag video yet. If you have no idea what I'm talking about when I say the ride or die tag video, you should look it up, check it out, and start with Jaclyn Hill here on YouTube because she's the one who started this. I absolutely adore Jaclyn. I think she's gorgeous and very talented and very knowledgeable about makeup. I think she's the very first person that I ever subscribed to. She created this challenge so that everybody could share what their ride or die makeup products are. And when I say ride or die, the way she explained it was if you were stranded on a desert island, what products would you want to have with you? I'm gonna describe it a little bit differently because to me, if I was stranded on a desert island, I would want different products. How I would describe this is if every single store in the world stopped carrying makeup all of a sudden, except for these products, what would you want those products to be? Even though I'm doing some beauty and makeup kind of stuff on my channel, I have to disclaim I am not a makeup guru or a professional by any means. I'm just somebody who likes to have fun with makeup, and I'm still trying to figure out what some of my ride or die products are. So as we go through this, I will tell you what is truly a ride or die product for me, but some of these things are, sorry, I keep looking down because all my makeup is like out here in front of me. As we go through things, I'll definitely tell you which products are absolutely a ride or die product for me, but some of these things are just kind of what I am favoring right now, and I'm still in search of that truly can't live without product. So let's jump right in. I'm going to talk about products kind of in the order you would use them. And the first product you're going to put on your face is primer. This is the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer. The brand e.l.f. is a super inexpensive brand. I usually find mine at Target. e.l.f. stands for Eyes, Lips, Face. And the way I would describe this primer is that it goes on kind of like a very clear gel, and it has that silicone-y kind of feel to it. It smooths out your pores and your fine lines. I would describe the consistency of it when you first pump it out is a lot like this Smashbox Photo Finish primer, but when you actually blend it out on the skin, it doesn't feel like this one at all. It feels like the hella expensive Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. This is like ridiculously expensive, but it's a cult favorite and people swear by it. I just think that I get the same kind of results from this one. And this is $6. So it's one that I definitely love, and I do have a lot of primers to choose from. This is the one that I gravitate towards the most. I have yet to find a primer that I absolutely cannot be without. This is just the one that I choose the most when I'm doing my makeup. Next, we have another product that I'm not quite sure is ride or die for me, but I absolutely love it the most out of all of my foundations. It is the one that I wear the most. It is what I'm wearing on my skin today, and it is very expensive. It is the Dior Nude Air Serum Foundation. Now, I have got two shades because I'm between shades. This is 10, the lightest one that they carry, and this is 20, which is the next one up. Now, this foundation, like I said, is a serum, so it's very runny, watery, and when you blend it out, it does have a more sheer to medium coverage, but you can build it up a little bit. Out of all of the foundations that I wear, anytime somebody compliments me on my makeup, on my face makeup in particular, this is the one that I happen to be wearing. I'm not convinced that this is the end-all be-all for me. I'm still in search of that perfect foundation, but from what I've tried, this is absolutely my favorite. Moving on to concealer. Now, this is by far my favorite concealer that I've tried so far for anything other than under the eyes. This is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Aqua Sealer. This is a very liquidy, runny concealer. It has a very large doe foot applicator, and it just doesn't do anything for me under the eyes. I'm still in search of that that product. I'm really anxious to try the Tarte Shape Tape that everybody's been talking about, because everybody keeps saying that that doesn't crease under your eyes and it's really, really good coverage. But for now, because I don't have that, this is the one that I'm using, and I do like it to even out skin tone and cover up anything that I don't want showing. It's just not the best for under eyes. The next product I want to show you is bronzer, and this is another very expensive item, but if you think about how long this product lasts, it's really not that expensive in the end. It is the Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel. This is a cream bronzer. It lasts, I feel like, forever, and it is definitely not something that I would suggest you contour with because it has a warmer tone to it, but it's very good for that like sun-kissed bronze, like you've just spent a day at the beach. I don't always use a cream bronzer, but I do love this, and it is something I will continue to repurchase over and over again if I ever run out of this or it goes bad. And I would definitely consider this a ride or die favorite for me. Next up, we have what I use to set my under eye with, and what I've been using lately. I'm still on the fence about it, but it is absolutely my favorite out of what I've got right now is the Dior Skin Forever and Ever Control Powder. This is a little pot of loose powder, but it has like this little mesh part on the top, and you just kind of dab your brush in there and apply. This is something that makes my skin feel like there's absolutely no pores whatsoever. Like I feel like a porcelain doll when I put this on. I don't typically put this all over my face, but for under eyes and kind of in the T-zone, this is great. I'm not sure how this would look on a darker skin tone. I'm not sure if it would show up, but I have such pasty white skin that it doesn't show up on me, and I love it. Okay, moving on to blush. Blush is something that I do not have a ton of and have not tried a ton of because I'm horrible at picking out a blush color. But the one that I do use the most, it's what I'm wearing today, if you can even tell that I'm wearing blush, is the Nars Orgasm. It's a very peachy pinky shade. It looks good on every skin tone that I've ever seen it on, from fair to dark, and I feel like the formula may actually be starting to go on this because I've really had it for a ridiculously long time. But it's definitely the one that I reach for the most out of what I've got in my stash, and I will probably always have this in my makeup collection somewhere. The next category of product is favorite palette, and this palette for me is my ride or die until something comes along that's even better. It is the Tartelette Amazonian Clay palette. It is the all matte one. I love a good matte shadow. I'm not really a fan of the super shimmery ones, but this one has a really nice dark black, a light medium, and a dark brown, and the kind of purpley colors that I tend to gravitate towards. I used to always only ever wear a purple powder eyeliner, and this has that in there. I definitely tend to wear that when I don't want like a super dramatic dark black eyeliner. I'm a really big fan of this palette. They're really good quality shadows. They blend really easily. They've got good pigment to them, and they're in the kind of tone that I tend to gravitate towards for eyeshadows. So when this one runs out or I hit pan, if I can't buy the colors individually, I'll definitely buy this again. Okay, eyeliner. My go-to ride or die favorite is the Eyeko London Skinny eyeliner. This is a felt tip pen, and it's very black and it's matte. I find that it's easy to use and it's a drugstore price, which you can't beat. This is not what is on my eyes right now because this is pretty empty, so it would look really bad if I tried to put this one on, but I just ran out and I happen to have saved this for my empties video, and so I thought I would show this to you. There's several other eyeliner pens that I like, and I definitely do prefer a pen to a potted gel or a pencil type eyeliner. If I'm not gonna do a wing, then I definitely just do powder. but when I do a wing, I like a pen, and this is the one that I go back to time and time again. If you watched my empties video, which was my very first video on YouTube, I raved about the Trish McEvoy Lash Curling Mascara in Jet Black. This has been my ride or die mascara since I was a teenager. Can I say that? Wow, that's been a really long time. So for well over a decade, this has been my ride or die mascara, and if I had to only keep one product from everything that I have in front of me, this would be what I keep. It is expensive. It's definitely the most expensive mascara that I own. It doesn't pull your eyelashes out when you take it off. It is not super volumizing, but it is my favorite. And my favorite trick to wear this when I do want some volume on my eyelashes is to put this on first, and since it does dry rather quickly, really quickly go over the same eye with a different coat of a more volumizing mascara. I cannot say enough good things about this. I just love it. Okay, next product I'm going to talk about is highlighter, and the one that I have for you is a palette, and it is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in Gleam. Now, this is something that I feel like everybody's been talking about lately, but with good reason, because I have tried many highlighters, and usually I either can't get them to show up on my skin at all, or they overly emphasize any texture that I have on my face. I love the effect, but I just could not get it to work right for me until I discovered this. Now, there are 4 shades in each of these palettes, and I believe there are 3 palettes to choose from. The one that is my absolute favorite is Crushed Pearl. It's this one down here. I also use the Starburst, this more pinky shade sometimes, but my favorite is Crushed Pearl. These top 2 colors are really pretty, but they just don't go with me so much. This doesn't overly emphasize any texture I have on my face. This definitely shows up on my skin, and it's buildable. I can wear just a touch of this. I'm wearing it today, and I don't even know if you can tell, but it just gives you that little bit of glow, or you can pack it on and see yourself from outer space. If you like highlighters and you haven't tried these yet, I definitely suggest that you try them out. This is absolutely ride or die for me, and I really, really, really hope that Anastasia comes out with just these single pans to buy by themselves and not in the palette. That would be amazing. Okay, next we're gonna go into the lip category, and when Jaclyn Hill did her video, she picked a gloss, a liquid lipstick, and a regular lipstick. The only gloss that I really ever use is my CO Bigelow My Favorite Night Balm. I don't have it to show you in front of me right now, but it's the one that I talked about in my mid-year favorites video. I will link it below. It's just a drugstore chapstick lip gloss kind of a thing. It's clear, has no color to it, but when I either want to add gloss to a lip color that I'm wearing, or have gloss on its own, or if my lips are chapped and I need to put something on them to heal them, that is my go-to. It is absolutely ride or die for me. For lip color, even though I'm wearing a bright red lip right now, I rarely wear a darker lip color because I don't like my lips and I hate my teeth, and a darker color usually overemphasizes all the things that I hate. But when I do wear a dark color, or I do wear a red, I prefer a liquid lipstick formula, and the one that I wear is Ofra. The long-lasting liquid lips. This is in the color Atlantic City. These liquid lipsticks are the best formula that I own personally. I haven't tried them all, and I know there's a lot of very controversial brands out there right now, but from what I've tried, this is the best. They do dry down to a matte. They're really comfortable to wear. They last a long time. They don't dry out my lips, and they do transfer, but they still maintain color. I don't have to reapply throughout the day over and over again. The other color that is my favorite out of what I have, and I do have a bunch of colors even though I never really wear lipstick, is Laguna Beach. It's probably the closest color that I have to a nude, even though it's not completely nude. If you like a darker lip color and you haven't tried the liquid lip trend, I would definitely suggest it, and I would suggest the Ofra formula. Okay, for lipsticks, I was hemming and hawing back and forth between two shades of MAC lipstick, and the two shades are Blankety and Crème Cup. And in the end, I really favor Crème Cup. It is a cream sheen formula, and it is this pinky nude color. Because it's a cream sheen, it's definitely pigmented, but it shows up a little bit sheer, and I kind of like that for just an everyday color. I, again, don't like to emphasize or draw attention to my lips, so this allows me to wear a little bit of color without being like in your face. Even though I have a drawer full of them, I am not all that adventurous in trying new colors, so I haven't found a million different ones that I love, but these are the ones that I go to. I will definitely always have one of these in my collection, and I'm pretty sure this is like my ride or die red for the rest of my life. Okay, next we have false eyelashes, and even though I don't wear false eyelashes all the time, Jaclyn included them in her video, so I thought I would too. And my ride or die favorite are the Ardell Demi Wispies. These are what I have on my eyes right now, and I wouldn't exactly call them natural, but they are one of the more natural looking false eyelashes that you can get. They're a thin band, so depending upon who you ask, that's either easier to apply or harder to apply. For me, I think that they're a lot easier to wear because they're comfortable. They're not really heavy on your eyelashes. If you are just starting out in the false eyelash world, I would suggest these. They're super cheap, easy to find, and they look pretty good in my opinion. Okay, once all of your makeup is applied and you want to lock it into place, my ride or die product is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Now, I struggled between picking this one and picking the Max Fix Plus, but this one won out simply because I find myself repurchasing this and reaching for this more often than the Fix Plus. It does make my makeup last, and that's all I really want in a setting spray, something that's going to set my makeup. Okay friends, this is the last product that I have to show you, and it's not really makeup, but Jaclyn included it in her tag, so I'm going to as well. And the category is perfume, and the perfume for me is the Stella McCartney Stella Eau de Parfum. Now, this is one that I talked about in my mid-year favorites as well. I'm horrible at describing scents, but this is like, this is my absolute ride or die. It's a year-round scent. I think that it is not too floral, not too powdery, and not too warm of a scent. I know that a lot of people can't do very warm scents because it just interacts with your pH of your body differently and can smell kind of rancid, but this one I don't think does that, and it's just a really beautiful scent to me. I have no other way of describing it, but I will say if you use this scent and you like it and you have another scent that you really like, please let me know in the comments, because scent is something that is so hard to find and it's hard to describe and it's different on everybody. But I generally find that people who like the same scent that I do have other scents that I like as well too. So if you've got another recommendation for me and you really like the Stella perfume, please let me know what that is so I can check it out. Alright guys, that's it for my ride or die tag. I hope that you learned something new. I hope you found this informative or useful, and if you didn't, I hope you at least found it entertaining. I hope that if you're new to my channel and you're just watching me for the first time, that you'll check out some of my other videos and see if you like what I have to offer. If you do and you like this video, please give it a thumbs up so that I know you like it and I can continue to do more videos that are similar to this one. And if you have any suggestions for videos or any products that you think that I would love based upon what I've told you here today, let me know in the comments below so I can check them out, and maybe they will appear in a video in the future. So without any further rambling, thanks so much for watching. Thank you for all of your support through this little fun journey of mine, and see you in my next video. Bye guys. It is a year-round scent. It does not taste good if you get it in your mouth. Ugh. Anyways, looks like this. We're gonna pretend that never happened.